We often are never satisfied with what we have, and if given a chance, we would like to change that thing or say ourselves in a heartbeat. But why? Let's find out. Good evening, everyone. Team 8 heartily welcome you all and appreciate your presence. Let's commence. The topic for the webinar is body positivity, as your worth has nothing to do with your weight. It is a combined group effort of Team 8 consisting of Devika, Dayanithi, Gayatri, Riddhi, Sujitra, and Shireen. Moving further.
Cool. Good evening, all. I'm Sujitra, intern of YF. Here, we'll let you know the details of YF. Let's start now. YEF stands for Youth Empowerment Foundation, which is an NGO, non-profit organization based in Delhi. YEF aims to accomplish their mission by spreading education in every village or slums of India through a team of youths like us who are working hard to build and accomplish dreams of an educated India with connecting 1,000 plus beneficiaries, 500 plus volunteers, 24 plus states, and more than 5 projects. In shortly, YEF is all about education, empowerment, and betterment of the society. Moving forward. So why do we wanted to be a part of YEF? We have been associated with YEF is because, number one, it develops our personalities, communication skills, and becoming good listener and a good speaker. Number two, it gives us networking opportunities where we can make a new friends who share common interests and ideologies. Number three, it also builds our career opportunities. Number four, you can become a role model for many individuals and they learn from you. What's better than getting live experience and exposure of learning while contributing to major changes towards the society? YEF gives us this beautiful chance. Moving forward. Who is welcomed at YEF? Yeah, many of them may not know this, right? Yes, the answer is everyone. So YEF offers internship opportunities for everyone. They can do internship just by sitting in a home. They will engage in a weekly basis tasks and activities. Interns will get an experience and they can achieve rewards like star performance of the week and excellent communication. And also interns learn various skills like effective communication skills and problem solving, strong commitments, time management, and effective way to figure out the future. Moving forward.
Hello everyone, myself Riddhi. So basically coming to our topic, what exactly is body positivity? Body positivity is basically action that all people deserve to have body positive image. That is positive image of the body regardlessness of how society and people see us in an ideal shape, size or appearance. Relationship with our body, how we feel about clothing, how we see ourselves, identify ourselves and doing self-care. Moving forward, what are the factors that affect body positivity? Number one, parents. Parental comments about weight and size, dissatisfaction with their own child, how they look from others, their appearance, their comparisons, expectations from their child can affect mentally as well as physically to their children. Don't force your child to change because of society's pressure or someone else's pressure. Don't trigger them or make them feel discomfort. Second, peers. Peer judges themselves when it comes to their body image, eating habits, physical activities. Teenage girls to look skinny and fair, comparing from the other girls, setting their standards to get in the peer circle, wearing clothes that are not comfortable for them, worshipping to look good. Boys comparing themselves with the other boys to look like a macho man, well-built man creates a pressure in the peer group. Third, media continuously storing posts regarding idolized bodies evokes negativity feelings and impact on your body image because social media is filled with pressuring themselves to be best in the limelight. Using photoshops and filters, fit spoke, thin spoke, these are some terms related to thin inspiration or being fit inspiration creates a negative impact on our body. Lastly, moving forward, the main reason that affects body positivity, the biggest factor is you. Only you can change yourself. Stop comparing yourself with others. No one can criticize you. So stop criticize yourself. Don't change yourself because of some other's perspective or setting some unhealthy or negative goals. Accept the way you are. Feel positivity in yourself. Have self-love with yourself. It is truly said that glamour for yourself, not for the glam, because dress up for yourself, not for the others. Look pretty for yourself and be comfortable in what you are. And stop comparing yourself, because flowers are also pretty and so are the sunsets. And they both don't look same, but everyone is unique in their own way. Thank you. Moving forward.
So to know various people mindsets about how they think about their body, we conducted a survey and the results were as follows. The number one question was, what was your age? The survey was responded by 127 respondents. These people belong to the age group of 17 to 60 years, where the majority responses were from the age bracket of 18 to 24, that is majorly youth. The next up was the gender. Out of the 127 respondents, 61.4%, that is 78 people, were females, and remaining 38.6%, that is 49 people, were male. The next question was, have you ever been a victim of body shaming or body bullying? So again, out of 127 respondents, 51.1%, that is 70 people, said yes, they have experienced body shaming, and the remaining 44.9%, that is 57, said no, that they have never been a victim of body shaming. The next question was, have you experienced anyone being body shamed in front of you? So out of the 127 respondents, 62.2% people, that is 79 in number, said yes, that they have experienced other beings body shamed in front of them. Whereas 27.6%, that is 35 people, said no, and the remaining 10.2%, that is 13 people, said maybe. The next question was, do you think media plays a huge role in promoting body shaming and beauty standards? So out of 127 respondents, 89% people, that is the majority, 113 said yes, that they think media plays a huge role in promoting body shaming. And only 11%, that is 14 people, think that media is not at a fault. The next question was, do you think our society is responsible in creating ideal beauty standards or stereotypes and encouraging body shaming? So out of 127 respondents, 74.8%, that is 95, said yes, as they feel the society creates beauty standards, whereas 18.1%, that is 23, voted for a maybe, and only 7.1%, that is 9 people, voted for a no. The next up was, are you a supporter of body positivity and feel that everyone is beautiful? Again, out of 127 respondents, the majority people, that is 95.3% and 121 in number, said yes, they are a supporter of body positivity, whereas only 3.1%, that is 4, said no. The last up was, do you think it is important to promote body positivity? So again, out of 127 respondents, 87.4%, that is 111, said yes, that they think promoting body positivity is crucial, whereas 7.1%, that is 9, said maybe, and only 5.5, that is 7, said no. This was the entire survey. Moving further.
Hi, I'm Gayatri. And moving on to one of the primary factors affecting body image, social media can most definitely impact how we perceive our body in numerous ways, such as empowering all body types, promoting holistic lifestyles, and mental health awareness. Unfortunately, in this case, the cons outweigh the pros, as an ideal of a thin and fit body is propagated through these platforms. This strikes a stark comparison between the user and those who fit these standards. Research has found that the more time one spends on these platforms, the more likely they are to start comparing themselves and lose confidence in their appearance. Editing photos can lead to a false sense of control, where users feel as if they can alter the image to receive a more positive response. However, this disconnect between perception and reality increases the distance between how users feel about themselves in real life and their online persona. Studies also have shown that about 68.5% of men and 88% of women compare themselves to the images they see on these platforms, with an indication of around 37% stating that the comparison is unfavorable. Moving further, this promotion of an ideal body with context to societal norms disregards the use of what could be a space that uplifts and become a source of help to people. It can result in a multitude of negative outcomes, including low self-esteem, dissatisfaction and comparison of one's body to another, and may even induce or trigger pre-existing mental health conditions, such as anxiety, depression, and eating disorders. Therefore, it is crucial to validate how you are feeling about yourself and seek help, as well as acknowledge that how you perceive your body might not always reflect reality. Next slide, please. Here are some of the statistics regarding the topic that have been noted. Approximately 91% of women are unhappy with their bodies and resort to dieting and unhealthy practices to achieve their ideal body shape. Only 5% of women naturally possess the body that we see in media, and 95% of those who are battling eating disorders belong to the age range of 12 to 25 years old. 1 in 5 adults feel ashamed of their body, and 1 in 8 adults have reported to have had suicidal thoughts at least once in their lives regarding their body. 47.5% women reported that body shaming was prevalent in institutions such as school and work. And finally, 78% of women feel that media plays a massive role in the way they perceive themselves. Over to you, Shri.
Society, our ideal stereotype creator. Society shapes us in many ways, possibly more than we realize, from our interactions to our personal development, through to others' perception of our body as a reflection of self-worth. And it's partially how society perceives our body that are of concern. So society sees like slim is beautiful and fat is lovely, but sadly these clinches still dictate the Indian mindset. Fat shaming, colorism, pimples, cellulite-related embarrassments, or harsh realities that play havoc with the self-esteem of women. Being dark-skinned shouldn't give anyone an inferiority complex, and being fair doesn't make anyone more beautiful. All skin colors and tones are attractive in their own way. Being slim or size 0 should never be considered the gold standard for being beautiful. Every body type and shape is different and has its own balance. It is important to ensure that the diets, treatments, and products one uses are in no way harmful to one's body. Also, never forget what works for one person may or may not work for another. Next slide. In fact, there is no such thing as a perfect body. The concept of perfection is in itself a flawed concept. Real beauty comes from within. The most beautiful people in the world are those who have a good heart. It's now time for body positive initiatives. One's identity shouldn't never be swayed by social conventions. One's self-esteem should never be dependent on one's appearance. Appearances aren't everything. Character, values, skills, these are attributes one must seek to acquire or develop. Don't try and emulate someone else's look or personality. Be authentic. That's what will make you stand out. If you feel good about yourself on the inside, then no matter what, you're beautiful. Over to you, Devika.
Hi, I'm Shireen. Let's discuss about some brands which is equally responsible. So now the question is how responsible brands act about it. So several brands have recognized the need to use their power and voice and channelize it in a positive direction against body shaming and body positivity. So Dove, the latest ad campaign of Dove Real Beauty is all about body positivity, where they address not just body types but skin, hair, height, etc., which is so normal in India that it has become a part of our culture. Now the second one is Victoria's Secret. So recently, Victoria's Secret launched a Love Your Body campaign, where the ad features extended size models, which is a great initiative. Now, the third one is Fably. Fably's new campaign, Fab Fits All. The brand seeks to empower women by celebrating the diversity of body shapes and sizes. So, according to the company, Fably was built on the foundation of body confidence, inclusiveness, and diversity. Now, National Organization of Women, Be Beautiful. So now purpose is to eliminate discrimination, protect equal rights of all women, and most importantly, to teach them self-love. Now the last one is Glow and Lovely. So earlier it was Fair and Lovely. After protests against racial discrimination took over in the US, Black Lives Matter, HUL's Fair and Lovely faced a lot of backlash on the social media for building unrealistic beauty standards and stereotyping skin tones in India. So these are the brands which promotes body shaming and racial discrimination.
So we got a fair idea of what are the factors majorly contributing in promotion of body shaming and body bullying. But what can we do to stop it? And what can we do to promote and spread body positivity? Just one positive affirmation by saying, I am enough. Thinking healthier, not skinnier. If we start commanding ourselves to think in a healthy manner rather than in a skim or a skinnier manner, we can achieve this goal. By complimenting each other freely, in today's time, we often see people hesitate to compliment each other. But can we overcome that? Definitely, by complimenting each other freely. Surrounding yourself and around you with positivity. People tend to engage you in negative conversation, but the victory comes when you start spreading positivity around you. Stop comparing yourself with other. We often see each other comparing ourselves with one another. Oh, I do not have that. Oh, I do not look like that. But why? You are different in your own self. So stop comparing yourself with others. Cut out the negative self talk. People who tend to engage you in negative self talk, just say them to stop and encourage positive self talks. Absorb good self image messages. Do something nice for your body. Maybe start appreciating it by looking into the mirror. Focus on the whole self. Not just think about becoming skinnier or becoming slim. Just focus on the entire body and its healthy functioning. Remind yourself that your inner beauty is within. Just start giving the message that beauty is internal, not just for the real life, but for the real life. Wear clothes that you feel comfortable in. Do not go in the direction of showing off to other people. Definitely on social media, wear what you feel comfortable in, wear what you feel is meant for you, and learn to accept whoever you are, yourself the way you are. Just stop bringing changes for others to appreciate you. Start appreciating yourself. Others will definitely start doing the same. So the conclusion of the entire webinar can be summed up in this one whole paragraph. That is, as individuals, we need to stop pressuring ourselves to change the way we look to fit society's standards on how we should appear. We need to appreciate ourselves and our bodies in our own ways. Everyone was born to be different, and that means not being perfect. The survey conducted also concluded that now it is the time for us to promote concepts like body positivity. Everyone should love who they are inside and out. We shouldn't change ourselves to fit in society's expectations of our appearances. We are beautiful, we are special, we are unique, and we can't let anyone else tell us otherwise. On that note, thank you so much. These are the Milap campaign links, and we would really appreciate each and every amount contributed towards this campaign, as each amount matters. Be yourself. Thank you. The ground is open for questions. Anyone having any question, any feedback is highly appreciated and welcomed on the platform.
I guess there is no doubt as such. So, Devika.